Hi guys, this is Vineet and I welcome you to this video. Today's video is on topic file stream stored procedure and the stored procedure name is sp underscore file stream force garbage collection. This is the name of the stored procedure that we will discuss today in our demo. And this is specifically a file stream stored procedure used for handling the file stream data, and it is used for the garbage collection purpose. Now let me directly take you to demo, but before we do that, guys, if you are new to this channel or if you are an old viewer who have not yet subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and do so. There's a subscribe button below this video. Click on that subscribe button. It will give you a bell icon. Click on that bell icon, select all notifications to get notifications regarding all my future videos. The reason why I want you to subscribe to my channel is because I'm creating various videos on file streams, and I don't want you to miss any one of them because they are very important for you. So please subscribe. Let me give you 5 seconds to subscribe. Please go ahead and do so. So guys, I hope you must have subscribed by now. All right, let's move ahead. There are some points to remember while watching this video. Please watch this video till the end to gain better clarity of the concept, and if it's possible for you, please watch this video twice or as many times as you like until the concept gets clear to you. Perform any exercises in your test and lab environments only. Do not touch any production environment or production databases. And we would like to know your thoughts regarding videos, so please do share your comments with us, guys. We eagerly wait for your comments and stories and would love to read the same. Now we have created some playlists for you to watch. Some of the common SQL Server playlists are database design, tables, business continuity, indexing, performance tuning, integration services. And this video is a part of the database design playlist, which has more than 80 videos at present. Apart from that, we have a Python programming workshop playlist as well, which we have just started and currently contain just a couple of videos. But yeah, we will work on adding more videos in that playlist soon. If we talk about the total videos posted on our channel, we have more than 230 videos posted on our channel. So please check all of them out. The links for all these playlists and my channel page link is given in the video description area of this video. So you may check that out and check out all the playlists. The reason we create playlists for you is because playlists are the best way to learn. For example, if you want to learn about the database design area, what we would recommend is go to the SQL Server database design playlist and watch out all the videos from starting till the end to get a better grasp on that area. You may binge watch as well during the night or whatever time of the day you feel better. Now let's come back to today's topic, which is file stream stored procedure SP file stream force garbage collection. Let me take you directly to SQL Server. All right. So in our previous video, if you have not watched, we had used this garbage collection stored procedure, but it was not deleting some of the files. So we will see today why it was not deleting those files. So I will use the same example again. So you may write that along with me. So let's be in the master database. Let's write some code. So I'm creating a database. You may write that code along with me. And I'm creating a database. So we already have a database file stream test. So let me drop database file stream test. Let's drop this database. So this database is dropped. If I refresh the list, I won't see this database. So database is dropped. Now I will create the same database. Let me close this query window and create a new one for you so that you can see more of code. Let's do a create database, and the database name will be file stream test. I'm specifying its containment and I'm checking containment as none, so it will not be a contained database. I'm creating certain files on the primary file group, so let me mention about that. So on primary file group, I'm creating a file. Let me give the logical name, and the name will be file stream test is the name of the file. Logical name of the file, I would say. Next is the physical file name I have to provide. So let's create a physical file name. So I need to give a path where I want to create a file. So let's go ahead and see where the files get stored for your current instance of SQL Server. So need to go to Program Files, Microsoft SQL Server, and MS SQL folder, data. So this is the folder where your file gets created. Let me copy this location out and put it here. And in addition to the location as well, you need to provide the file name. So for this primary data file, I'm using the file name filestream test.mdf, and in the end, I'm putting comma. Next parameter we have to define is the size and the max size parameters. So let's take size of this database as 24800 KB, and let's define the max size it can grow to is unlimited. So let's mention unlimited, it can grow unlimited. And let's specify the file growth. How much should the file grow when it becomes full? So it should grow by 65536 KB. All right, so this definition is done for the primary file in the primary file group. Now let me create a file group over here. Name of this file group is FileStreamFG. We need to specify that this file group contains the file stream. Let's specify the default keyword, and after that you can specify the file specification which will come under this FileStream file group, FileStreamFG. Now the name, so FileStream files do not have a file name. Instead, it just have a location and a logical file name. So here we are taking the logical file name for this FileStream file group as FileStream test log. Give me a moment, guys. So this is not the file name I want to take. This is not a log file. So let me see what name I have to give. So let's take the logical file name as FileStream test fstream. Fstream I'm taking as the logical name. Next, I need to provide the physical file name, but these FileStream files do not have the physical file name, but instead we just provide the container name. So let's provide the container name. So we need to use the same data location. And after the location, you need to specify the container name. So in our case, I'm taking the container name as FileStream test fstream as the container. So right now we don't have such container with that name over here. Otherwise, we would see the folder with that particular name. So let's take FileStream test fstream as the container, and let's specify the other parameters. So the other parameters are the max size. We are not specifying the initial size for this file, but only the max size. So the reason why we do not specify the initial size of the file, because file do not exist. Instead, we are just creating a container, so that's why we cannot specify the file size. That's the reason. So this definition is done for FileStream file group file, and we just have a logical name for that FileStream file group file, which is FileStream test fstream, and below that we have just provided the name of the container. It's not a file, it's a container, or will be a directory structure. Let's now create a log file for this database. So I need to provide the, let me see if a comma has to be supplied. No. So let's create a log. So we need to specify log on and specify the log file uh, configuration. So the name of the log file will be, this is the logical name once again. So the name of the logical file will be FileStream test log. All right. And let's take a physical file name for this file. So let's take file name, which will be the physical file name. Let's put the location and give the physical file name as FileStream test underscore log. Let's take that as file name, and the extension will be LDF for this file. All right. Let's put comma at the end and specify the other parameters. So the size and the max size. So let's take size as 270336 KB, and let's take the max size as 2048 MB. Let's take 2048 MB as the max size, and let's specify the file growth as 65536 KB. All right. So this is our definition for all the three files: the primary data file, the file stream data file, and the log file. Now let's quickly create this database. I've executed the command which will create the database. Now the database is created. If we refresh the list here, we will see the database file stream test. Now let's open up, uh, let me save this query with the name create file stream database. All right, so let's quickly run the new query where we will use the file stream test database selected here. Basically, in this database, we will create a table. So let's create a table. Table name will be fs jpegs. All right, and let's specify the structure of this table. So in this table will contain the file stream column. So I need to take a GUID column, which will be a unique identifier, and it will be a row GUID column. And GUID is the name of the column, and it is a unique identifier column, and it's a row GUID column, and it should not accept any nulls. And let's apply the unique constraint to it, and let's specify the default values for this column, which will be generated. We don't have to supply any values. If the values are not supplied, it will generate a new sequential ID using the new sequential ID function. Now let's create another column which will be the name of the column is document ID. Let's take it as integer type, and it should not also contain any null value. So let's specify not null, and let's specify the document type, and this will be a varchar. Let's take 10, and it is also not does not accept any nulls. Let's take file content and put comma in the end. Let's create a file content column, and it's a let's mark this column as a var binary max. This will contain the var binary max data or the binary data, and let's mark this column as file stream data so that this binary data should get stored in files instead of data tables. The last column is the date inserted, which specifies there should be a date time column and specify the date and time of insertion of a particular row. Let's create this database quickly. Not database, but the table inside that file stream test database. Now the table is created. Now what we will do, we will let's insert certain data into the file stream, this table, fsjpegs. Now, in order to insert the data, you need to type the insert into statement. So insert into, you can copy the table name from the top, insert into this table, and there are certain columns. So let's specify those columns. So I'm not putting value for the first column, which will be GUID, and I'm taking from the second column. So the columns are document ID. Second column is document type. Third column will be file content. Fourth column will be date inserted. All right. Now I am putting data into this table by using a select statement. So I'm taking 101 for the document ID, which is a manual number, and I'm taking a .jpeg as the document type. Let's take star because I want all the data in the file content column. For file content column, I want all the data to be stored in the file content column. And in the end, let's take date inserted as getDate. Let's use the getDate function. So these values select, I'm running the select statement. I'm calling a open row set function to read the data from a particular file. So you can read more about this function. This function can be used to read the files. Now I'm using the bulk reading and specifying the file name as I've stored two files in the temp folder on C drive. So let me take you there. So on C drive, I have a temp folder in there, and here I have two files, sample1.jpg containing the .jpg graphic and sample2.jpg containing a sunflower graphic. So let's read the C drive temp sample1.jpg file. So let's specify that, bulk read that file, and read that file as a single blob. You can specify that. And let's take the abbreviation for this row set as RS. So let's insert that data into this table. Alright, so one row is inserted. Now we can check the data inside this table. So let's do select start from FS JPEGs table. Let's execute this statement and we see one row. So this grid column is showing the auto generated grid value, and which was generated using this new sequential ID function. Document ID we have supplied manually. JPEG we have supplied manually. And this is the file content which was read using the open row set function. This is the binary content of this particular file, and it is present as a single blob, and datetime of insertion is also present over here. We have inserted the data into this table. Let me go ahead and delete these rows. So in order to delete this particular row, what we can do is we can do the delete statement. So delete, you need to specify the table name. So table name is fsjpg, and what data you want to delete, you can specify that in the filter criteria. So the row we have inserted has a document ID of 101. So let's delete this row. But before that, I would say, if we talk about the files in the temp directory, we have two files. All right. And if we talk about the data here, now we see we have a file stream test f stream folder present, which is a container which we created in this sample. So this is the container. This is the container name which got created when we created the file stream file group and the container under that. So this container holds any files. So if I go inside that folder, we have a header file. We have this directory. Under that we have one more directory and a one file. Let me just see the. And under the fslog folders, we have one file, 5 files. But under, if we talk about the grid folder, we have one file only. All right. So at present, one file is there, and it depends. The entry of the files number of files depends upon the how many rows are there in the table, file stream table. So we will see number of files according to that. Now I've just shown you the files before the deletion. Now let me go ahead and execute the delete statement. Now delete statement is executed. Now if we see the data inside the table, we don't have any row. Now once you delete the document, here we have deleted the document. Now what we are doing is, let's do some manual garbage collection. So clean up any deleted files, I would say. So this garbage collection is done by that particular stored procedure which we were talking about. So this is the stored procedure SP file stream force garbage collection. This is the stored procedure we call manually if we want to clean up any deleted files. So let's run this stored procedure. Now in order to execute this stored procedure, use the execute option and give the name of the stored procedure. So it's SP file stream force garbage collection is the stored procedure name. Let's before we execute this stored procedure, let me talk about this stored procedure a little bit. So let's talk a little bit about this particular stored procedure. So the purpose of this stored procedure is to force the file stream garbage collector to run, and it will basically delete any unneeded file stream files. So if we talk about this stored procedure deletes any unneeded file stream files. All right. And basically, a file stream container cannot be removed until all the files within it are cleaned up by the garbage collector. So basically, if we talk about this file stream container, um, we have this file stream test f stream. This container cannot be removed until all the files under this container are deleted and cleaned up by the garbage collector. So this container represents the file, and this container cannot be removed until all the files within it are deleted by the garbage collector. That's the concept. And the normally the file stream garbage collector runs automatically, but here we are running it manually. However, if you need to remove a container before the garbage collector has run, we can use this command to automatically force the garbage collection. to run the garbage collector manually. And the syntax is we can specify a database name, we can provide a database name, FILESTREAM database name, and also we can provide a file name parameter. Okay guys, let's talk about the structure of this command. So these commands take two parameters. One is the database name, which can be provided by the db name parameter, and we can specify the name of the database. We can provide database name over here. And second parameter it takes is the file name, and where we need to provide the logical file name. All right, so this is basically the structure of this command, and there should be a comma separated argument supplied uh, to this stored procedure. And let's talk about the arguments. The DB name basically signifies the database name or the name of the database to run the GC on or garbage collection on. So this argument specifies the database name against which we want to run the garbage collection stored procedure. Basically, DB name is system, and if it's not specified, current database is assumed. And if we don't specify this argument, it will take the current database as the default database. Okay, let's talk about the second argument, which is the file name argument, which specifies the logical file name. So it specifies the logical file name or logical name of the file stream container here. So logical file name refers to the file stream container to run the garbage collection on. And this parameter is basically optional, and if no logical file name is specified, the GC or garbage collection process cleans all the file stream containers in the specified database. Let me see if delete command has already deleted anything. So if I take a look inside this container, earlier we had one file inside that, so it's still present after the delete command, and under the fs log still we have 5 files, although the row was deleted, right? Now let me run the manual garbage collection procedure to see how it works. Now let me run it. So let's give database name as FileStream test. Let's give the logical file name for this file stream. This is the logical name of the file stream container. So let's give this container name over here. Let's execute this process to perform the garbage collection. Now we see that we got some results over here, and we still see that garbage, even though we ran the garbage collection process, but none of the files have deleted from this folder, as well as this folder also has one file, still one file. So none of the file is deleted after the garbage collection process. And if we also take a look at the C drive temp directory, we also have our source JPGs present, and we still have files in the original files in the container. None of them are actually deleted by the garbage collection process. And let's take a look at the result set here. So first column is the file name, which indicates the file stream container name. So this is the file stream container name over here, which we passed over here. This is the file stream container name. Then we have a number of collected items column, which indicates the number of file stream items, files or directories that have been garbage collected or deleted in this container. So it's indicating 0, so which means it has not deleted any files or directories, any files or directories inside the file stream container. Any of the file stream items were not deleted or garbage collected in this container. And if we talk about the next column, which is showing number of items marked for collection items, what it indicates, it basically indicates the number of file stream items, basically files or directories that have been marked for garbage collection in this container. So none of the files have even been marked for garbage collection in this container. This is the container, and these items haven't, if we see in any number under that, basically which indicates that these items have not been deleted yet, but may be eligible for deletion following the garbage collection phase. So it is also indicating here that none of the items are eligible for garbage collection purpose, and none of the items are deleted as well. None of the items are marked for deletion. Let's look at the next column, which is indicating the number of unprocessed items. And this is showing 1 as the number over here. So it basically indicates the number of eligible file stream items, files or directories that were not processed for garbage collection. So we have one file which is not which was not processed for garbage collection in this file stream container. We had deleted one row, right, via this command, and this item, although is eligible for garbage collection, but has not yet processed by the garbage collection process. All right, and basically items may be unprocessed for various reasons. So the reason why the files were not deleted is because of various reasons, and some of these reasons are include that file needs to be pinned down because a log backup or checkpoint hasn't been taken. So the reason why these files are not deleted may be because a log backup or checkpoint hasn't been taken. Another reason could be files are in the full or bulk log recovery model. So let's check the recovery model for this database quickly. So we are using a full recovery model here. So that's why. So until a backup is taken, a log backup is taken, files do not get garbage collected. Third reason could be there's a long running active transaction due to which the files were not deleted by the garbage collection process. And fourth item can be the replication log reader job has not run. All right, so these are some of the reasons why your files are not deleted, and how many number of files are not deleted are indicated by this column. And the next column is the last collected LSN. Let's ignore that for now. Now let's discuss some more points. Basically, we explicitly run the file stream garbage collection task to complete on the requested database file stream container. All right, so sometimes we explicitly run this process to explicitly delete the files or run the garbage collection process. And this garbage collection process removes files that are no longer needed. And time needed for this operation to complete depends upon the size of the file stream data in that database or container and the amount of DML activity that recently occurred on the file stream data. So which basically determines the amount of time needed to complete the garbage collection operation, which is basically indicated by the size of the file stream data and the amount of DML activity performed in this file stream data. And if we talk about the garbage collection operation, it can be run with the database online, and this may affect the performance of the database during its run due to various IO activities being performed in the background by the garbage collection process. And there's a general recommendation that this operation must be run only when necessary and outside of your normal production hours. So you perform this manual garbage collection process outside of the production hours. And multiple invocations of this stored procedure can be run simultaneously on a separate containers. So we can specify separate containers under this stored procedure. We can run multiple commands specifying separate containers under each command. And we can run those commands simultaneously only on separate containers or separate databases. On a same database, we cannot run the same command. Either the container should be separate or the database should be separate. The garbage collection occurs in a two-phase operations. The stored procedure should be run twice to actually delete underlying file stream files. So let me try to run this once more to see if it deletes any file. So still it is indicating me the same results. Not have deleted any files, still have one file under this and 5 files under this. So I have listed out the reasons why some of the number of items remains unprocessed a few minutes back, so you can go through those reasons once again. Let's talk about the garbage collection. It basically, this process relies on the log truncation. Therefore, if files were deleted recently on a database using the full recovery model, they are garbage collected only after a log backup. So the reason why this file is not deleted is because a log backup does not occur for this database yet, and it is using a full recovery model is set to full, right? If we take a look at options, we see that the recovery model is set to full, And the reason why these files, even though we have deleted the rows, it has not deleted the files in the file system. So the reason behind that is because garbage collection relies on the log truncation. And if we delete any files in the database, if we delete any rows in the database, and if we are using a full recovery model, these files will be garbage collected only after the log backup of those transaction log portions is taken. So we need to take a transaction log backup before these files can be deleted by the garbage collection process. All right. So once the log backup of those transaction log portion is taken and the log portion is marked inactive, on the database using the simple recovery model, the log truncation occurs after a checkpoint has been issued against the database. So if we change the, uh, I think if we change the recovery model over here using the options, I think if we run the garbage collection process, it should delete that particular file for that file stream data. So let's take a look, take simple recovery model for this database. Now let's perform the, let's see how many files we have. We still have 5 files in here, right? Let's refresh this folder. We still have 5 files under this folder and 1 file under this folder. Now let's run the garbage collection process in this container file stream, test file stream. Let's see the result, whether it should be different or not. The result is still the same. So if we are using a simple recovery model, a log truncation occurs after a checkpoint has been issued against the database. So far that checkpoint has not been issued against the database. So that's why the file was not deleted by the garbage collection process yet. Let me write down the points. Let's create a, let me write down some theory on this. So stored procedure we are discussing about here is SP file stream force garbage collection. I'm just writing down those points which I've discussed theoretically so that you can read through them if you haven't got them during my verbal discussion. Yeah, you can still go through these points. Okay, let's check this topic. And okay, let me write some notes over here. You may note it down along with me. Let's talk about the garbage collection process, which is executed by running this stored procedure. So this process, the stored procedure, if we say, the stored procedure explicitly runs the file stream garbage collection task, complete the request. And if we talk about this garbage collection process or GC process, it removes the files that are no longer needed. And if we talk about the time needed for this operation, the time required for this operation to complete depends upon the size of the file stream data in that database or container. And it also depends upon the amount of GML activity that recently occurred on the file stream data. So these two factors are basically helps in determining the time required for this garbage collection operation to complete. And if we talk about this garbage collection operation, though this GC operation, I would say, can be run with the database online, this may affect the performance of the database during its run due to various IO activities being performed by the GC process or garbage collection process. And basically, it is recommended to run this operation outside of production hours. And we can perform multiple invocations of this stored procedure. So multiple invocations of this stored procedure can be run. They run simultaneously as long as the invocations are running on separate databases or separate containers. Only in that case, multiple invocations can be run for the stored procedures. And basically, we talk about the GC garbage collection. It's a two-phase operation, and the stored procedure should be run twice to actually delete underlying file stream. Okay, next point is that if you talk about the garbage collection process, it relies on log truncation. Therefore, if files were deleted recently in the database using the full recovery model. So if your database uses a full recovery model and you have deleted certain records in the database, which in turn deletes the actual files in the background. And basically, if we talk about garbage collection process here, it relies on the log truncation. So if you have deleted any files in the database, which is using a full recovery model, they are garbage collected only after a log backup of those transaction portion is taken. So only after the log backup is done, then only the garbage collection process will be able to delete these files. And the log portion is marked inactive. So only after the transaction log backup is taken and the transaction log portion is marked inactive, only after that those files can be collected for deletion by the garbage collection process. And if we talk about the database, so on our database using the simple recovery model, a log truncation occurs after a checkpoint has been issued against the database. So in the case of simple recovery models, the log truncation process happens after the checkpoint has been issued against the database. And only after the checkpoint has been issued against the database, your garbage collection process will be able to garbage collect any deleted items, otherwise not. So guys, I hope you like this video and I hope you have wrote down the notes which I've just posted here. So guys, I hope you like this video. In today's video, I've shown you the practical where I've shown you how you can run this stored procedure. We have talked about this stored procedure SP file stream for garbage collection. And we have taken you through a sample where we have created a database containing a file stream file groups and a table containing the file stream columns. We have inserted certain rows into that column and later on deleted that row, and finally ran the garbage collection stored procedure for file streams to basically garbage collect the deleted data and actually delete the files from the system, actual files from the system. In our case, it has not deleted the file here, which is showing the number of unprocessed items, and we have given you reasons why this file has not been deleted. All right, because the garbage collection process relies on the log truncation process, and in full recovery model, log truncation happens after the log backup is taken, and in the simple recovery model, log truncation happens after the checkpoint has been issued against the database. So in our case, both the things have not happened, so that's why the files are not deleted in the background. We still have same number of files, but we have given you reasons for the same. So I hope you like this video, and after that we have covered some theoretical content as well. You must go through it once again to better understand this process. So I hope you like this video guys, and if you really like this video, click on the like button below this video. If you are new to this channel and if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and do so. There is a subscribe button below this video. Click on that subscribe button. It will give you a bell icon. Click on that bell icon, select all notifications to get notifications regarding all my future videos. I don't want you to miss out on any of the file stream videos. That's the reason I am requesting you guys to please go ahead and immediately subscribe. There's a subscribe button below this video. You need to use that button to subscribe. And I'm waiting here 5 seconds so that you can subscribe here quickly. So guys, I hope you have subscribed by now. If not, please go ahead and do so. And guys, do post in your comments and stories. We eagerly wait for your stories and comments and would love to read the same. And guys, if you have a good network of friends who are working in SQL Server domain, you may ask them to join my channel or subscribe to my channel. And you can also share my videos with them via the share button below this video or any other videos on my channel. There's a share video button comes when you play that video. You get the share button to share that video with your friends. Please do share my videos with your friends in case you feel my videos can make a difference in their life and would be useful for them. And you may also ask them to subscribe to my channel in case you feel my channel can also make a difference in their life. Yeah. So I thank you so much for your time today, guys, and you have a wonderful day ahead.